Muse debuted at number 2 on Billboard 200 with 96,000 units, making Jimin the first Korean soloist to have multiple number 2 albums in history. It also ties as the highest charting album by a K-pop soloist in Billboard 200 history. Jimin made history as the first and only K-pop soloist ever to enter multiple albums in the top 3 on the chart. Muse is now the longest charting 2024 album by a K-act on Billboard 200. Jimin now has the 2 longest charting albums on the Billboard World Albums chart in history. Muse received double platinum certification by the Korea Music Association for over 500,000 units sold on Circle chart. Muse has also surpassed 900,000 copies on the Circle album chart. Muse reached a new peak at number 1 on the Billboard World Album chart. Jimin is now the second Korean soloist in history with the most number 1 on the Billboard World Albums chart. Right now, Muse is the most streamed album by a K-pop soloist in US Spotify history. And Muse is now the most streamed album of 2024 by a Korean act on Spotify. Muse has now surpassed 2 billion streams on Spotify, the first and only 2024 album by a Korean act to reach this milestone. Jimin becomes the first and only Korean soloist to have multiple albums surpassing 2 billion streams on Spotify.